lot of people that I'm sure Steve Rifkin regrets not signing.
But he also signed a lot of good ones. So
he signed Akon.
Signed Wu-Tang.
Big Pun. 3-6 Mafia.
David Banner, Remy Martin.
Right. You don't really know.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 20/20. You could kick yourself, but you could also say who knew.
Yeah,
There's also
how far would you go to chase fame? Would you give up your secrets, your loyalty, or even your peace of mind just to make it to the top? These questions are now circling around rapper French Montana as his sudden engagement to Sheikh Amara, a Dubai princess, has become one of the most talked about topics online. At first glance, it looks like a fairy tale. A rapper from Morocco finds love with royalty and prepares for a life of wealth and power. But many believe this story is not about romance at all. Instead, they see it as a carefully timed move that connects directly to French's past relationship with Sean Diddy Combs.
This is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000.
The internet is buzzing with speculation. Was French Montana just in the right place at the right time, or did he play along with Diddy's dark world to secure his career? When CNN released shocking hotel footage of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie, fans started to believe every rumor could be true. Now, French's engagement feels less like celebration and more like strategy. People want answers, and until the truth comes out, one question remains. Is French Montana protecting love or protecting himself? Stick with us, because what comes next will shock you. Subscribe now and tell us, did French Montana find love, or is he running from something darker? French Montana's Dubai engagement, love or strategic escape? What would you do if you were facing serious rumors and possible heat from investigators? Could a marriage to royalty be your way out? These are the questions swirling around rapper French Montana after he shocked fans by announcing his engagement to Dubai princess Sheikh Amara. On the surface, it looks like a fairy tale. A chart-topping rapper finds love with a royal family worth billions. But the streets are whispering that this might not be about romance at all. Some believe French locked down this engagement to protect himself from trouble that could follow him in the United States. Why would a successful rapper suddenly tie the knot with royalty in the Middle East? Fans online are buzzing with theories. Many point out the timing. French got engaged right after rumors linked him to Diddy's late-night parties. With federal agents supposedly digging into Diddy's lifestyle and connections, some think French saw danger on the horizon. And what better shield than marrying into a powerful family in Dubai, where he could settle down with wealth, status, and a new life far from U.S. investigators. The money and power involved make the story even more dramatic. Reports say Sheikh Amara's family is worth over $18 billion. That number makes music contracts and record deals look small in comparison. People can't help wondering if French just secured the biggest payday of his life without recording a single song. Some online voices claim this engagement guarantees him protection. If investigators ever try to pull French into Diddy's legal mess, his new family has the influence to shut it down quickly. Could it be that French Montana planned this move for survival? Or is the internet just spinning wild theories? The truth is hard to pin down, but the questions keep piling up. Katt Williams and other critics have warned about Diddy's circle for years, and now French's name is being mentioned more than ever. The engagement might look like a dream come true, but fans in the US are watching closely. To them, this isn't just a love story. It might be the most strategic escape plan hip-hop has ever seen. But to really understand why people are suspicious of French, we need to take a closer look at the man at the center of it all. Diddy, in the shocking world of his late-night parties. Diddy's dark circle, freak-offs, secrets, and shocking allegations. What really goes on behind closed doors at Diddy's infamous late-night parties? And how deep was French Montana involved? These questions have been shaking the music world ever since wild stories began spilling out about Diddy's so-called freak-offs. Former staff and even celebrities have claimed these gatherings weren't just harmless fun. They describe hotel rooms filled with candles, baby oil, liquor, and more, all set up for nights that went way beyond normal partying.
Back in 2011, he popped up on Vlad TV to say there are more rappers hiding their true selves than people realize. Game claimed he had no problem with gay rappers, but he said the issue is with all these men keeping things on the low and deceiving the women they're messing with, potentially spreading STDs while they're at it.
And so that in the closet real scary, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the seriousness of it, and it's just not fair to, other people. And then friends, because that girl that you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay, give him the disease, and he go cheats on her, and so it's it's an ongoing thing, man. So it ain't cool to be in the closet. So if you gay, just say you.
The most shocking part is how many famous names keep coming up in these stories. Katt Williams, never afraid to speak his mind, has been warning about Diddy for years. He even suggested that French Montana might have known more than he let on, yet still chose to stay in Diddy's circle. Old videos and photos have resurfaced online, showing French looking drained and out of place after nights with Diddy. Fans say his body language told the whole story, and they can't ignore the timing. Why would French stay close to someone with such a reputation? Was it loyalty, fear, or the promise of fame and fortune? People are asking tough questions, especially since French turned down offers from big names like Jay-Z and Kanye West just to sign with Diddy. To many, it doesn't add up. Why pass on safer deals and bigger opportunities, only to choose the one surrounded by so much drama? That decision alone makes the rumors even harder to ignore. The truth might be buried, but the internet isn't letting go. Every old clip, every strange photo, and every wild party detail keeps resurfacing. And with Diddy facing lawsuits and investigations, the spotlight is getting hotter. The big question now is whether French Montana was just a bystander in Diddy's dark circle, or whether he took part in the secrets people are finally daring to talk about. And that brings us to the heart of the mystery. Beyond the rumors, beyond the photos, there's one question fans can't stop asking. Did French Montana pay a hidden price for his fame? The streets want answers. Did French pay the price for fame? How far would you go to chase fame? Would you trade secrets, loyalty, or even your freedom just to make it big? These are the burning questions swirling around rapper French Montana right now, as his past choices and current moves are being picked apart by fans, critics, and the media. The idea that his success may have come with a hidden cost is spreading fast, and people are debating nonstop about whether he played along with a dangerous lifestyle to get his shot at the spotlight. Some are convinced French Montana's name is now tied to scandals much bigger than music, while others argue it's all wild gossip. Still, the timing of his actions has many people side-eyeing him. The whispers grew even louder after CNN dropped shocking hotel footage of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie. That clip cracked the conversation wide open. Suddenly, every rumor about Diddy's lifestyle and his so-called freak-off parties seemed possible. Fans connected dots they had ignored before. If Diddy really was capable of such actions in public, what might have been happening in private behind locked doors? And if French was right there in that circle, what exactly did he know, and how deep was he involved? The tension escalated when music producer Prince came forward with his own story. He claimed he was blackballed from the industry after refusing Diddy's demands. According to him, when he wouldn't go along with what Diddy wanted, his career opportunities disappeared overnight. That shocking claim led people to ask an even bigger question. If saying no to Diddy ruined Prince's career, then what did French Montana do differently to secure his deal with Bad Boy Records? The contrast between their stories has only fueled speculation. And then there's French's sudden engagement to Dubai Princess Sheikha Mara. On paper, it looks like a dream come true. The rapper is marrying into one of the wealthiest families in the Middle East, with a net worth estimated at over $18 billion. But the internet is not convinced this is just a love story. To fans, the timing looks way too convenient. French announced his engagement not long after rumors tied him to Diddy's wild late-night gatherings. That's why many people believe this wasn't about love at all. Instead, they think it was about survival. Marrying into royalty could offer him a new life in Dubai, complete with power, wealth, and most importantly, protection. Is this just another case of the internet running with half-truths, turning shadows into monsters? Or is there a darker story hiding in plain sight? That's what makes the situation so suspenseful. The puzzle pieces seem to line up a little too perfectly. The timing of the engagement, the enormous wealth of Sheikha Mara's family, and French's history with Diddy's parties. To fans, it doesn't feel random. It feels calculated. Right now, the world is watching closely. French may smile for the cameras, flash his ring, and celebrate his engagement, but the shadows of his past are not letting go. Whether this move was about love, money, or escape, one thing is certain. The streets want answers, and they will not stop digging until the full truth finally comes out.